Hey kids, Mark Miller here. Welcome. We are starting a little late today. I was in the middle of doing some massive rendering on my machine, and I paused it, but some files were locked. I couldn't figure out what was locking the files, and so I ended up pausing my rendering sequence or aborting my rendering sequence, restarting my machine to get rid of the locks, so we could do the show. So that's kind of where we are today. Rory is not with us today. Let's jump over to some code. We'll take a look at this, and we'll let you know what I did between yesterday and today. Actually, I made like very few changes. Hugo Dahl says, Thunderbolt and Lightning, very, very frightening me. Whoa!
Hugo is in the house.
Nice. I like it. I like it. Very nice. It's going pretty good, Hugo, I think. My dog seems trapped in the room. I'm like up in my chair. Oh, here comes Surly Dev. Look out.
Surly Dev is in the house.
And literally in my house, I've got other people who know they want that I want it to be quiet in my room. Hopefully they're hearing the dog barking and they're going to be like, let him out. There we go. I heard the door open. There we go. Everybody's okay. So I'm pretty good. I have a wedding coming up soon. Or at least I thought that was the case. I thought I heard the door open, but then I still hear the dog. There we go. Whoa.
He's in the house.
Because he lowers the bar. He raises the dead because he lowers the standard of living. Now he's about to raise the roof because Will Bennett's here. Excellent. Yeah, so I was just saying, how's it going? I am like, it's going pretty well. I am getting married in 2 days. That's providing one of the two of us proposes to the other. I think it's my turn, and notoriously, I am waiting to the almost last minute to do it. And hopefully it'll be over the top, brought to you by Overkill Productions. Surly Dev asked, did you propose with peacocks yet, Mark? No, I don't think I have any peacocks in the proposal, but we've got them here on the show. I'm not sure if Karen's going to jump in. Proposing at the altar is a little late. I know. No. I'm going to do it like easily 24 hours in advance. Easily. I'm going to give that room for her to, to savor that, and hopefully she'll answer immediately. Now, in fairness, when I first asked her to marry me, we were in Paris, and Sneak My Way In says Legendary Moo. No worries, Legendary Moo. We were in Paris, and I took her to the Louvre, and it was crazy. I had booked what I thought was a nighttime private kind of tour where we could just go around on our own, kind of a special kind of thing. But it was an actual tour with a tour guide named Patricia, and Patricia was French but spoke English, and she would say the word Louvre with the Frenchiest accent, the most French accent every time. She'd be like, "Welcome to the Louvre." And now we're going to, and so we start outside, and now we're going to cross Rue de la Louvre, and so we do this, and like 45 minutes later, we haven't even gotten into the Louvre. We're in a adjacent building, looking at a model of the Louvre as she's talking about it, its architecture. I'm like, I just want to get inside so I can propose, and I'm under time pressures because this was on August 8, 2008, and it was after 8 and approaching 8:08 p.m. So we were kind of playing with numbers there, magic numbers there on that, and I was trying to get it right on that timing in a particular, in a special location inside. So we basically said, okay, we're leaving, and I took her, we separated from the tour, got her inside, proposed, and I was so excited that I got the timing right, I forgot to listen to see if there was a yes or no answer. And this occurred to me, I think, the next day. I was like, wait, did you say yes? Or I didn't get what your answer is. And she's like, what did you think I said? And so for like 9:28 p.m. is 8:88 p.m. Oh, I like that, Hugo. That's nice. Very clever. So she's like, what did you think I said? And I'm like, I think you said yes. And she's like, And so for 6 months, she keeps me hanging on it. And I'm like bringing in Bride magazines, all kinds of things to try to figure out what the answer was. And she talks about keeping me on my toes and stuff like that, which it effectively worked for that. And then she leaves with the kids to do something, and a pizza delivery guy comes in, eats. I'm like, eating the pizza, sad, because I don't know if she answered yes or no. And then she texts me, did you get the pizza? I go, yeah. And she goes, did you read what it said on the pizza? And I look down and I'm like, oh, there's words with pepperoni. And it spelled yes on the pizza. So it was very cute. So that was the first time. So this time, in fairness, I'm making her wait for the proposal, but hopefully it'll be very good. Legendary Moose says smooth move. Yeah, she said Louvre. Yeah, it was crazy. I will never forget her. She had her image was burned in my vision because all I was thinking about was trying to get away from the tour. She had a telescopic P. She had the letter P on it on one of these telescopes, these old radio kind of metal telescoping antennas. And she would pull this up and she'd walk with it. She's like, "Follow the telescopic P," is what she would say. I'll never forget her. Anyway, that was the first time. So today we're just going to chill. I'm like, usually I come in and say, here's what I'm going to do. I've got a little bit of an idea, but really I'm kind of taking it easy a bit, kind of in the spirit of the wedding as well. I'm trying to make sure we're not stressing on the way in. We got a lot of family members who are coming in who've flown into Costa Rica for this to hang out with us. And I think it's going to be fun. And I'm not going to live stream the proposal, but I think shortly after the proposal, I'll put a link out to some video of it so you folks can see, because I think you're going to find it entertaining because, looks like a chat command is received here. Let me just get rid of the breakpoint. Be entertaining because...
Cool story, bro.
There you go. It's, it's a cool story. I think you're going to like this stuff because it's brought to you by Overkill Productions. So, and the way I'm like thinking about it is there were about maybe 20 to 30 possible points of failure along the way. And if she says, yes, set up some pyrotechnics. Yeah, I don't really, we've got like some holy powder, the powder they use in Indian celebrations and festivals where you are throwing the colored powder in the air. So we've got a photo shoot with that on the beach near sunset. We've got a fire dancer near sunset. That's happening tomorrow as well. And as in addition to that, there's this surprise event that I'm hosting where there's going to be this massive, for about 12 minutes, there's going to be just this massive sequence of complexity between, live and not live elements all synced up. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be okay. I think I got this. I feel like I've got a control over all of the potential points of failure, and I feel like I've got a pretty good chance of pulling it off. So that's that. Also, just news, if you were in yesterday's show, I was talking to you about my kids were like, one of my kids didn't have a passport on the West Coast. So I had to fly him to the East Coast to get his passport. He made it. He had an overnight flight, got there in time. His roommate delivered the passport to the airport, gets right back in line to get on a new flight to come over to Costa Rica. So all of the kids are either here or on board planes right now coming to here. So at this point, that problem has been solved as well. Will this be the premiere of her fanfare? If she shows up today, I don't know. The girl is like, you can never predict where she's going to be. I think she's in the room. How many kids? There's 7 between the two of us. So Karen and I have 2 biological kids that we share together. And then I have a total of 5 biological kids. So 2 of those were the ones I share with Karen and 3 others. And then Karen has those 2 plus 2 others. So there's a total of 7 like that. That's what it looks like with these 2 shared between us. Surly Dev says, yay for the kid and passport reunification. I was watching the video on demand from yesterday. Oh, okay, Great. Yeah, the family is big. That's kind of how we do things. It's what's fun about having a big family, though, is that if somebody's got an event and they need people, if they invite us, we can show up and totally turn the tides on the event and make it like be a major fun event. So we have that power. Hold on, I got somebody texting me. Okay, it's just people telling me what's going on. All right, so it looks like they are actually leaving to do some family stuff right now, which means we're all alone here, and also likely means Karen is not going to show up today, so we won't be able to see her fanfare triggered by her. We've seen bits of it in the past, or we've seen parts of it in the past because I've triggered it manually. It's fun stuff, but we'll wait till she comes in to see that. So it looks like announcer bot is running. Hey, we're short a team for a flag football tourney. Yeah, right. Let me try one. I just want to see if my drone is working here. Can I drop a drone out? I can. Nice. And then that means I also can start up some music too. Cool. Yeah, I'm super excited for the proposal. It's like it's coming together. All the pieces. All right. We'll show you that tomorrow. I'll put that out through Twitter, I think. Here's what I think. All right. So what did I do since yesterday? I just added a SignalR command is all I did. And I'm not calling it. I haven't done anything with it yet. But I want to ultimately add a close button here. So I can close this piece. So that's what I think I'm going to do like right now. Yeah, let's look at that. This music is so dramatic for a chill day, chill coding day. I feel like maybe I got the wrong music here. Okay. So out here we have something that creates the tabs, I think. Build player tabs. That looks right. Okay. Here's my tab item. I'm going to create a button down here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set a breakpoint in this for build player tabs. And I'll trigger the breakpoint by clicking a button. Here I am. Let's create a new button. Like that. Use declare local. There's my button. Button.content. Can I set this equal to a string? I think I can. And we're going to say that's equal to... Hey, why aren't we fading to the next song? Why is it all quiet all of a sudden? Oh, because I'm at a breakpoint, I think. I bet if I run it, button content is equal to that. Let's just try running. This is breakpoint. Okay. All right, so let's do that one more time with the song playing. That probably means, I wonder if that means your commands aren't getting through either. So we're going to say button.click. Nope, that wasn't click. Plus equals that. Clear, scroll, click, clear, hide scroll. That's what we'll do. And then we're going to say tab item dot, what is it, children? What is it? Oh, it's the grid. Okay, so we're going to say grid dot children dot add the button. That I think will work. And let's run it. And now, what do we got? That's interesting. Okay, so clearly we need to not overlay that character sheets. Let's try it again. I want to maybe do a stack panel here, so the grid takes the top. Let's try one more time. Okay. New stack panel. Am I weird for thinking you want to add a close button? Close button. Yeah, that might be, you might be a little weird for thinking that. All right, so there's a stack panel, and we're going to say tab item dot add. What is it? That content equals stack panel. I think it's going to default to a vertical orientation, so I think we're okay with that. Then we're going to say stack panel dot what, items dot add. All right, so that adds the grid. Then we're going to go do this down here and add the button, so the button's underneath the grid. And now clear that, see if that works. There we go, a little better. Height scrolls down here. Okay, so just need to do some min and max settings on those pieces there. Let's go in and set the breakpoint on that. Coming in here. Min, max width, I think I want. Max width. Oops. Is equal to 200. And then button dot min height is equal to, let's say 80. Make that button big enough to see how that looks. There we go. Height scroll. Okay. I think it's a little too high. All right. And now we got the clear scroll click piece right here. We can set a breakpoint there. Now when we click hide scroll, that gets us there. Cool. Got that class out there called the Hubtastic Based Station. And I think I've got a send scroll layer command. And now I'm going to send it close, like that. And that's all I'm going to do. Now, if SignalR is working and everything's set up that I sent it before, that command is going to come around down to character stat scroll right here. So let's come in here and we'll say console log command data. Like that. We'll do that. We're going to go back to our Chrome window, refresh, to reload that piece in there. See how we're doing. Okay, the refresh is there. Let's send the player data over. Now let's change the character to like Shimo. Okay, we've done that. Got it both on the live on the stream and happening here. And now let's hit the hide scroll button and just do that. Now let's check over here in console log, see if we saw it. Command close. Excellent. So now we can come in here and say, hey, look, if command data is close, like that, then we're going to say this dot, what is it? Character stat scroll. What do we have, a close in here? There it is. Let's just double check that. Is that the right one I wanted to call? Yeah, I think it is. That's all I have to do. All right, so let's see if that works. Do a refresh here. Okay, send the data. There's the data over there. Change the page right there. Click the hide scroll button. Nice. Super cool. Let's reload the scroll overlay in this live stream and do it on the stream and see how it looks on the stream. So I'm refreshing that cache on the stream. Take that, move that off to the other page. I'm going to mute that tab. And looks like we're reloaded over here. Let's send the data. Switch, there we go. So it comes in. Now let's hide it. Nice. It's going to look awesome. And we can click pages, switch pages here like this. This is looking not bad. Don't have equipment working yet, but we're getting there. All right, super cool. Hide the scroll. Nice. Yeah, I like it. It's good. Highlight proficiency, highlight perception. The one thing I can't do is if one's highlighted, I can't unhighlight it. If I click down here, and I want to be able to do that. I want to remove all the highlighting. Let's see if we can add that right now. If I click another page, it'll do that, right? If I click over here, it'll kind of get rid of it. So if I'm highlighting proficiency like this, and I come over here, it'll kind of clear it. That's one way to do it. But what I really want to do is I want to highlight it, and then I want to come down here and click on this surface. And when I click there, I want it to just I want it to lose the highlighting. That's what I want it to do. I wonder if I would. Did I have escape before? Where escape was going to do that? Yeah, it doesn't lose the highlighting on escape either. So that's something I think I want to look at. Also, the cool thing about the hide scroll button is now if this thing pops up, we can get rid of it very easily now. We can just come over and hit that hide scroll button and it's gone. No longer blocking the screen. Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, let's see if we figure that out. That's some code I haven't worked on in a long time. So it's not here. It's probably here in D&D UI. Character sheets. I think it's somewhere out in this space here. So these mouse down events here, I think, are what are triggering what we're looking for. Like, so if I just set a breakpoint here, page main activated, I'm pretty sure that if I click here, we're going to get that breakpoint. Okay, there it is. Then we call on page change. So let's see what's going on in there. It's equal to the same page. So if the page changed, it's equal to the same page. Then what I want to do is I want to do something slightly different. I want to do I want to go out to our Hubtastic base station. What? I can't get it from here? Shoot. Hold on. Hold on. What am I going to do to solve this? Well, with that didn't continue. Hold on one second. Okay. All right. Well, my problem is here. The page is there is the same, so we're not triggering the event. which makes sense based on the name of the event. What are we going to do here? Declare a new routed event. I don't think I can do this and edit and continue because they're static pieces. Yeah, I can't do that. So I got to shut it down. Let me comment this out for now, I think. And let's just run it. And so let's go look at on page changed here. Page changed event. Page changed. I'm just using tab to next reference to go find my way to what's handling it. So we're checking to see active page is not equal to there. So we could kind of do this. I don't really like it because it's kind of different from what the name of the event says. But now let's try it again. Let's just click here, run, run. I want you to, my breakpoint apparently stop interfering with the functionality. So let's click in here. Oh, I can't do anything clicking in there. It's really weird. What is going on now? Ah, it's the commenting out I did earlier down below. It's this line right here. Okay. It's that commenting out that's stopping the other functionality from working. Interesting. Huh. I don't have a good solution to this. Got it to preview mouse down here. So one of the things that I could theoretically change here is change it from preview mouse down to just mouse down. That might help me a bit. But the preview, commenting working code causes the app to malfunction. Weird. Yeah. Yeah. It does preview mouse down. So I guess what I'm thinking is this. Hello friends, says World Wake. I just noted that Twitch has added automatic scaling of the video player when you do control mouse wheel to scroll the zoom percentage. Automatic scaling. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not seeing it in my view, but I've got a dashboard live view is what I have, and I'm using it. That does have consequences where the scroll works upside down. Interesting, World Wake. Super interesting. Here's what I'm thinking. I think I need a mouse down event handler as well. So the purpose of the preview mouse down was exactly what it was there for. So if I click anywhere in any of the controls, we know that page needs to be triggered. But I think I also want a mouse down inside of here. We're not at a breakpoint. Hold on. Let me get a breakpoint on this and we'll come back to that. Character sheets, not that one. Let's close that. We don't need that one up anymore. All right, let's do the page down here. We're going to come here. Click over here. Now skills. So skills is here. Okay, there we go. Now our breakpoint. We've got our breakpoint. We can come back over here. Do this. New event handler. There's our new event handler. Let's see if we can rename this to does it say image? What are we talking about here? Oh, it is on the image. Oh, interesting. So we're going to say page skills. Oh, shoot. Can I rename this? I can't. All right, let's do this. I'm going to call this, what? Page skills, back, mouse, down is what I want to call that. And then let's come over here and change it to that. Then I want to see everywhere this is. I know we got silence for a second here because I'm at a breakpoint here. So it's only in those two places? That doesn't make sense to me unless I'm programmatically adding it. Let's run again. All right, what's going on? Just that one. All right, yeah, happened here too. Wait, hold on. But then I lost the stream. Keeps me welcome to the chat room messages when I zoom to make the chat disappear. Yeah, it happened here too. At first I was so confused because I thought my mouse settings had somehow flipped the scrolling direction. Kept scrolling back and forth. Interesting. Okay, page skills back, mouse down. I want something similar to the other piece out there. It looks like it's right there. CodeRushed finds it. Why don't you find it? Visual Studio. I feel like we're going to have to restart is what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to detach and let's do it. Let me clear the scroll bar, the scroll over the top there. Clear the names as well. Whoops. Oh, we lost the music. Sorry about that, guys. We'll get that music back here soon. See what we can do here. Where are you? What have you? I don't understand what you've. There it is right there. Okay, it's an image. Okay. I'll change this to say preview mouse down. I want to rename these here. Can I get the music going now? Okay, cool. Skills activated. We're going to say this is it's just the mouse down again, right? No, it's activated. Oh, okay, cool. Page equipment activated. Page main. There it is, page equipment. I want that one to rename that. Uh-oh. I went for a rename. I hit the rename button and got that. I'm closing this down and I noticed unresponsive Visual Studio. That's not good. All right, let me note the time on that. Check the logs. What is it, 10:47? So we're 47 minutes in. Yeah, I figured that's where you're going on me, Visual Studio. Let's bring up another instance. Mr. Announcer Bot. Oh yeah, restart. Here come the fanfares. That's right, Legendary Moo. All right, starting up. Mark the time, Rory. Yeah, isn't Rory awesome? Okay, back here. I need to shut down every instance of Chrome if we're going to get a compile to work here. There, they're done and killed. Let's get back. We got music playing for the meantime, so let's get back in the code because we got to make some changes to this. Looks like we don't have the files we had open before open. Let's go find those. Character sheets. So, preview mouse down. That's the one I wanted right here. We're so amazing. He can mark the time even when he's not here. Yeah, I want that to be a preview. And then this one's also going to be a preview. Yep. I can only rename it from here. Visual Studio won't let me rename it from the XAML. We've got those three previews right there, page main, preview mouse down as well. Then I think we need another event on this thing is what we need to do. We need an event that is, I think I've got a shorter version of this. So we're going to call this the, should it be page activated or... Okay, that's what I think I'm going to call it. Just going to be a routed event handler right there on page background clicked. And that we're going to call from our new ones right there. Will I picture a Rain Man-like persona, mark the time, must mark the time. I'm going to mark the time mark. Yeah, that's cool. I totally picture that too. By the way, I know you guys are trying, we haven't hit start yet, so you guys are all trying to keep your fanfares suppressed, but you're going to have to do that after I hit start on this, pretty sure. Okay, so we need page background clicked. We need that. Now we need to trigger this event from the right spot in this code. Is this all we need? This is all we need. Let's go find that code right here. No, it's not there. That's not where I want it. I want it in my event handlers, which means I need to come here and add a new mouse down. And do that. And this is going to be page equipment. Mouse down. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I said shoot because I copied the the piece of the thing that I wanted to the clipboard. All right, not a big deal. It's going to be easy to find on page background clicked, like that. And that goes there. Page skills back, mouse down. And then we're looking for the last one. So we've got skills, equipment, and main. Page main, mouse down is what we're looking down for that. Which is right here. Image main. We're saying mouse down. New event handler. Come in there, rename that. And then put that there. And I think that's what we need for setup. Let's run it, see how we do here. This really dev tries to remember to use that. The cool thing is after the wedding, right, I'm going to have maybe a little bit of free time to go back into playing with fanfares again, which are kind of fun. Okay, so we're starting up. And I think we're going to have to, in OBS, we're going to have to refresh some caches here. So let's take a look at what we're going to do there. This might be enough to just get the refresh just by switching to the scene and getting it to reload. That might be enough. Sometimes we've seen that work. And I think it's still, is it still loading? I'm not seeing, there we go. Hold on a second. I need to initialize with some player data. Okay, got a rogue breakpoint out here. Let's just hit run, keep going. Okay. So we're looking for, I don't think I haven't hooked the event yet, so we're not going to see that yet. But let's hook that event. Let's take a look at that. So character stats scroll is in here, I think. Oh, is it over? It's in the XAML, isn't it? The event we just added, I'm pretty sure is in the XAML. But it's not here. These are just the dummy ones that we're adding here. We rebuild these over here in that function we were in before. Build player tabs. And page changed is here. We need a breakpoint, I think. Let's do initialize for player data. And we're going to say character sheets dot. Oops, let's filter for only events. And you know what? I had trouble with this the other day. Let's see if this is going to work. Let's come back and let's do hierarchy. Yeah, it doesn't find the hierarchy on the XAML controls. We found that before. Okay. What did I call this? I called this care back. What was my event that I added? Page background clicked. Why am I not seeing that? Page background clicked. There it is. Okay. All right. Cool. So then we get out here and let's just set a breakpoint to see what happens when we get here. Clear that breakpoint. Okay, so we're not there now. Bringing this over. And so now we'll do the highlight first and then we'll click the background. Good. So there's our clicking in the background. So now what we want to do here is we want to clear the highlighting. So I'm going to just do this. I'm going to do this, this, and then change this to clear highlighting. Getting closer. Let's run it. Okay, so that should now send a message out to the Hubtastic base station to clear, or out to our out over here. What's going on here? We're paused in Visual Studio, it says. Oh, I hate it when this happens. When this happens, when Visual Studio, when Chrome thinks we're paused and Visual Studio thinks we're not paused, we don't have a great way out of this, as I recall. It's like maybe a restart. This, I think, happens if I'm in the breakpoint for too long. Yeah, I don't think it's coming out of it. Waiting for localhost in the bottom left here, it says. So I say, let's kill it. We'll kill it. We'll kill it. We'll kill it. We're going to start up one more time. But I think we're going to be good this time. Here comes the start. Uh-oh. Oh, please let it not be a locked one. Oh, no. That's what led to my restart before, kids. It says it's locked by .NET Core host. I don't think that's the case. At least I don't think it's the one that we can find in here. Where are you, .NET Core host? I don't even see .NET Core host here. So, I don't know. We can try this. Try restarting. Chrome's not running. I've shut it down all instances of Chrome. What's this guy? I'm feeling an end task on you. Wait a second. Was this the one that was... Oh, interesting. So the one that we thought was locked up before is here. And it's apparently not locked up anymore. I'm going to shut it down. This may have been what was locking it. That's that one. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Coming back in. Starting up one more. All right, here comes the run. Let's see if this works. And while we're here, while we're waiting for this, we should, let's go take a look at it. Let's go take a look at, got a pull request out here from Surly Dev. Nice. Okay, let's take a look at the, we'll move this down over here. Surly insults, nice. Maybe we shouldn't actually, show these here. You almost had to show it the last Surly Dev is just sauntered in. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll, I'll commit that and we'll do that. I'll do that after the show, I think. But awesome, fun stuff. Okay, this is loading up. That's loaded. Let's go back and check it out here. So we're going to say initialize the data. What just happened? There it is. We've got this weird breakpoint. Okay. And I think I hit run. Yeah, it looks like I did. Okay. All right, so where's that again? Let's change the page. Let's highlight the hit points. And now let's click the background. And now at this point, oh, fanfare. Heard what Rory said yesterday about being careful in case they contained some anti-swatting technology. Right? Yeah. So let's just say he gave me another idea for future PR. Yeah, I'm like paranoid that someone's going to sneak in code out to the end of the line, right? Stick a super long line of spaces and put some secret stuff out there. Codebase Alpha's Rocket Raid coming in. Codebase Alpha, welcome. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much. I'm getting married in 2 days, Codebase Alpha, so I don't have a fanfare for you yet, but I promise you I'm going to prioritize this once we get past the weekend here. So, yeah, I definitely want some rockets landing, something huge over the top. Totally want something like that. Like, yeah, it's not going to be, remember, it's not overkill if it's not overkill productions. That's what we're going to do. So now the piece I wanted to check is I wanted to see, let's go over into character stat scroll. And here's where we want to do this other thing. So I want to say, hey, if this is clear highlighting, like that, then we want to clear the highlighting, which I don't even know how to do, to be honest. This has been, what do we got here? Clear emphasis. Oh, That could totally do it. I like well-named functions. Oh, that's like an immediate thing though. And that's not quite, I think this is not quite the same as what I want to do here. It's going to take out those sprites. Let's see if this is called from anywhere else. That just immediately kills it is what it does. Well, we can play with it. We'll see what happens. So I've made that change. Let's refresh over here. I'm going to send a hide scroll command for over here. Love that effect. Really happy with that. If you're worried that someone will sneak something in like that, Mark, give me permissions. I promise to check all PRs carefully for mischievous code like that. Okay, perfect. It's not security unless it's surly dev security. That's what we always say here. All right, so I'm going to send the data over. I'm going to change a page. There's the page. I'm going to highlight proficiency. We're highlighting. I'm going to click the background, and it's immediately gone. Okay, it's all right. I can work with that. That's not bad. It's not smooth, but it's good enough to ship, right? If I come over here and I want to click the background, then it goes away. At least we've got that, and we've got the ability to hide the scroll. So now we can kind of do some demo-related kinds of things. Like while we're streaming, we can talk about particular things and take care of them there. And so where you're doing a dexterity saving throw or something like that, we could do that if that was interesting or if we're talking about it. Interesting. I did not hear the sound effect of the explosion that time. Why was that? Why did I not? Oh, because it's muted. Unmute the site. So wait, why didn't I? So hold on. So what I was hearing, let me mute the site again. So why didn't this guy get it? Do I have to refresh that? Are we not hearing the sound effects? Nope, we got him that time. It's just that weird kind of thing. Ooh, we do have a small problem though. And if I'm here, or here, like clicking on these, we can hear the scroll, the scrolling up and down. Yeah, Surly Zev says, I like that effect, by the way, and seeing you compositing it was super fascinating. Oh, cool. Will was saying Will likened it to watching paint dry. And, I can totally see that perspective as well. So I'm glad it was interesting, at least to you. Yeah. It's really, I like it. It's super, super cool. I like also, right, for what we're doing, right, the license at Envato makes a lot of sense. It's like I think $16 a month if you buy a yearly license to it, or $33 there. Will Bennett says he was just kidding. Oh, okay, great. So then it wasn't incredibly boring. But yeah, it's like what's cool about it is with a little bit of skill, you can kind of make things look real enough or effective enough with just a little bit of effort too, right? That disappear of this, when we hide this, or here, let's go over here. When we go over here and we hide this get this nice purple smoke. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Hide scroll. There it is. Right? It's like we did that with a little bit of effort, right? We have color, and the code we wrote here in the stream, right? We've got the color shifting there, so it matches the player color. So I'm purple and Ava is blue. So when we go and do this, hide her scroll, it'll be blue smoke. But we're not changing the fireballs. The fireballs are the same color. So I basically showed I built all of that, and it's all using our engine that works really well with the PNG files that Adobe Premiere generates when I go to generate it. So in general, it's pretty good. I have not PNG gauntleted those files yet. I've not super compressed those PNGs. So it's still taking longer to load than it should. Those are pretty big. It's a big, very visual effect. Anything that's like about 1,000 by 1,000 pixels is something I want to have a few of, not a lot of all at once. I found that performance it starts hitting you as you get to like 1,200 by 1,200, and you have a bunch of those all running at once, and it just like slows down. So I found that's kind of the limit of my machine. So I'm kind of trying to keep the big effects at about 1,000 by 1,000, keep them to about 2 seconds each, and also try to make them rare events. But the performance on this looks fine, right? When this thing comes in here, here's Willie with his red smoke when he goes away. yeah, I think it looks super gorgeous. It's super gorgeous, and sound effect I think is cool, and it's effective. It's exactly what we want for the show. So yeah, feeling pretty good about that. I think what I'm going to do though is, said we're going to chill today. I think I'm going to, I know you just brought me a bunch of folks over here, but I think I'm going to say goodbye to you guys and just chill out for the rest of my day here, since I'm, and also, reminds me I've got about 3 or 4 Dev Express things I've got to go kick out real fast too, to get those out. And then I'm just going to relax on my way into my Thursday, where the big proposal is taking place. Yes, Hugo. It's the big deal is what it is. It is, Karen asked for I'm going to turn on some music here if we can. Can we get the music on? The music is not working. Well, I think it needs a refresh is what it needs to get the music to go. Let's do that. I want to get some music on the way out here. I'm gonna refresh the, oh, you know what? It was off. It's refreshing itself. The drone game is what is needed for music, and the music is, I tried the music command when we were on the other pages, which are for the dragon game. The wedding is going to be on Friday. So the wedding is super cool. The wedding is, we're going to get on a catamaran, about 44 people. Get some Benny Hill music queued up in case you don't get to the proposal in time. That's perfect. So the wedding is, we've got about 44 people on a catamaran that we're taking to essentially a private beach. It's a beach that you can't access through the road, so you can only access it by boat. All the beaches here in Costa Rica are public. There are no private beaches that I'm aware of. It's essentially it's against the law for you to own property. You can rent property on a beach, but you can't own property on a beach. No live streaming from my honeymoon on Tuesday. No, not live streaming the honeymoon. But I appreciate that you asked the question. It was a very respectful way to ask. We're going to get on boat, go to live beach, swim into the beach from the boat, get married on the beach, swim back out, watch sunset. So that's the ceremony. We'll be dancing after that. That's Friday night. Tomorrow, Thursday, we've got special event starting in the afternoon. That's my big deal. We're going to after that, we're going to go to the beach. Got a massive photo shoot taking place there with colored powder. We're going to be throwing in the air. Everybody's wearing white, so you're going to be like, if you're there, you're going to be your white is going to be coming out a different color. And then after that, we're going to go eat in downtown Tamarindo, and then we're going back to the beach to launch off fireworks. So that's kind of our plan for tomorrow. It feels pretty good. Let's see what we got here in the chat room. So I'm not on tomorrow. Would fly the camera drone out in front of the couple in celebrants. Yeah, Surly Dev would definitely want to fly the drone. I'm sure he would. Okay, fine. If he can invite you, Surly Dev, as long as he pays off security to detain you at the airport. Hugo says, I wish you, Karen, the kids, Richard, and all the family nothing but the best. Thank you so much. That's why he already emailed me an invite and told me to bring him 1/2 kilogram of self-raising flour, Ziploc bag. He said he wanted to bake a cake with me. Yeah, that's what it is. Not on tomorrow. Whatever will I do? Sorry about that, Legendary Moo. I'm going to be in the middle of prepping. Tomorrow is like, I got to bring a bunch of stuff to a place, start assembling a whole bunch of things, and get everything ready. So that's tomorrow. Surly Dev says, good luck for the weekend. I hope you have a good ceremony. I hope so too. I think we will. Karen is super nervous about it. Last night she was really nervous. And I'm like, everything, it feels like the essence is going to be nailed. Right? Even if everything falls apart, the essence is, hey, we've got everybody here, right? We have all of our kids. We got 7 kids. The number of times all 7 kids have been together in our history this is our 3rd time where all 7 kids have been together. So it is, that's the essence. right? And so we're feeling, I think, pretty good about that. I'm feeling great about that. We've got our family here, friends here, so it's what it's meant to be. So, she's like, what if there's not enough food, or what if, all of these things, what if it rains, what if all those things, and I'm like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be good. And I think she's going to get that too. Let's see what we have. Yeah, tomorrow you have to self-rate InstaFluff. Let's see if InstaFluff's here. Well, then, are you going to be sticking to the diet, or is this a free day? Oh yeah, no, I'm still pretty much on the diet. I cheat like about once a week on like French fries, maybe twice a week on French fries. So I'm not strictly keto all the time, but my body's in ketosis pretty much all the time, because when I'm not eating the French fries, I'm like, my carbs are really super low for the day for the most part. So that's it. Give Sex Positive the proposal she deserves, said Surly Dev. That is absolutely my intention. My intention is for it to be crazy mind-blowing, and I think it is. It is. It's like a roller coaster the way it's designed. It's about 12 minutes, and using everything I've learned from not only programming and good design, but also from film school and storytelling, things like that. So it is designed to take you to one particular place. So yeah, I think it's going to be good. I checked my DNA online. Hi, Dad. I'm number 8, says Will Bennett. Hugo says, and in 10 years, you'll have to outdo yourself again. That's true. Flash paper explosions queued by your guests over chat. Well, we'll see. The thing is our celebration this year is 2 days. And I threw out yesterday the idea that every 5 years we add a day to it. So it's like a 3-day event in 5 years and a 4-day event in 5 more years. We'll see. Yeah, the laying down the gauntlet to out-challenge myself later is something that I seem to be doing a lot of. I don't mind it now, but you're right. I am kind of competing with myself, and I should maybe scale it back just a bit. Because as I get older, I'm not going to necessarily get better. I probably won't. Yeah, guys, it's been great having you here and being part of this. I want to say thank you to you guys, too, as long as we're doing all that. Let's see who we can send you out to here. Who's out there streaming? Looks like InstaFluff and Clarkio are both out there. Do you guys have a preference over those two, where you want to go, where I'm going to send you? I always send you guys to InstaFluff. I think I'll send you to Clarkio is what I'm going to do, unless you guys immediately, let's do that. Read over to Clarkio. Let me double check that he's actually running, because I've seen his picture be lit up before. Yep, it looks like he's totally out there. It looks like he's got a guest on, from what I saw. So let's send you over there. We're going to raid you over to Clarkio. Say thanks again to everybody. Super appreciate everybody being here. We'll see you next week, and we'll get back to some more intense coding back then. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend. You guys too. Take care.